What up y'all, this the book of Genesis. Chapter 3 yo. Now, for some reason, the conniving snake was much wiser than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. Even more crafty-ier than a fox, if you can believe it. Anyway, it slithers, seductively, right up to the woman and says, "Well hello there gorgeous. Love what you've done with your leg hair. Listen babe, has God truly said that you may not take of the fruit of any tree in the garden?" And then she said, "Sure, we may take of the fruit of the trees in the garden. But of the fruity fruit of the tree right smack in the middle of the garden, that's a tad messed up, if you ask me. God has said, if you take of it or put your mother-fwucking hands on it in any way, certain death will come to you." And so the snake says, "And you believe that load of horseshit? Get out of town biatch. Fwucking death will not certainly come to you. For God sees that on the day when you take of its luscious fruity fruit, your eyes will be open forever, and you will be as gods, having knowledge of good and evil." And really it's kind of a prick move to say you can't have any, don't you think? And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and a delight to the eyes, and to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit, and gave it to her husband thinking to herself, "There's no fwucking way I'm gonna be the only one to eat this shit." And their eyes were wide open and they were finally conscious that they was buck fwucking nude, and so they promptly but carefully made themselves coats of leaves stitched together. No word on the underwear situation though. And there came to them the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the trickling evening wind, and the man said to his wife, "We need to get the hell out of here right fwucking now. Hurry up you silly skank with the smelly quiff," and they went to a secret place among the trees of the garden, away from the eyes of the Lord God. And the voice of the Lord God came to the man, saying, "Where you at home dog?" And he said, "Hearing your voice in the garden I was full of fear, because I was without clothing, and my leaf coat was at the cleaners, so I kept myself from your eyes." And he said, "Dude, it's not like I haven't seen your sweet naked bod before. Wait. Who the fwuck gave you the knowledge that you were without clothing? Shit. Have you taken of the fruity fruit of the tree which I said you were not to take? Don't you lie to me, gad damn it." And the man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, otherwise known as my loving wife, she gave me the fruity fruit of the tree, so I took it." Jesus, it's not like it was my idea bro. And the Lord God said to the woman, "You filthy cattle whore. What have you done?" And the woman said, "Golly gee Lord, I was tricked by the deceit of that conniving yet surprisingly seductive snake you made, and I took it." And the Lord God said to the snake, "Because you have done this you are cursed more than all cattle and every beast of the field, you will go flat on the earth, and bloody dust will be your food all the days of your life. And there will be war between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed, by him will your head be crushed and by you his foot will be wounded." To the woman he said, "Super terrible will be your pain in childbirth, in sorrow will your children come to birth, intact will be your overwhelming desire to fornicate your husband, but he will be your master forever." And to Adam he said, "Because you gave ear to the voice of your fwucking stupid and gullible wife and took of the fruity fruit of the tree which I said you were not to take, the earth is cursed on your account, in pain you will get your food from it all your life. I know I dangled those extra special fruity fruits in front of you day and night, so this might not seem fair, but, oh well. Thorns and waste plants will come up, and the plants of the field will be your food. With the hard work of your hands you will get your bread till you croak and go back to the earth from which you were taken, for space dust you are and to the space dust you will go back. Can you dig it?" And, in a very ballsy move, the man gave his wife the name of Eve because she was the mother of all who have life. Luckily for him, Eve agreed. And at least, after so much shit getting totally fucked, the Lord God made for Adam and for his wife coats of skins for their clothing. Which clearly he didn't have to do. And the Lord God said, "Now the man has become like one of us, having knowledge of good and evil, and now if he puts out his hand and takes of the fruit of the tree of life, he will go on living forever," which, interestingly enough, is not the certain death I originally mentioned. My bad. So the Lord God cast him out of the Garden of Eden to be a worker on the earth from which he was taken. So he sent the man out, and at the east of the Garden of Eden he put very mysterious winged ones and a flaming sword, resembling a lightsaber, turning every way to keep the way to the tree of life. Later muchachos.